Greetings everyone and welcome back to part 2 in my free-to-play 2020 100k challenge. This is a free-to-play account I started last week, exactly 7 days ago, and my goal is to parse 100,000 DPS on an ISA pug. And if you are looking, have noticed the upper left-hand corner, you'll see that I have been eating my space Wheaties. I'm already level 65, that happened a couple hours ago. I've been played more Star Trek Online this week than I have in any other week in the years that I've been playing this game. Between this free-to-play challenge, which I've been loving, and the Borg Resurgence, the ISA, the ISEs, and the videos that I've been making for that and the ground weapons, I've just been playing all the time. I've totally been into Star Trek Online this week. Probably played too much. But before we go any further and talk about the free-to-play challenge, I want to establish the rules for it, which I probably should have did last week in a more formal way. So, rule number 1, I'm not allowed to spend any money. That one's pretty obvious, and it's not like I'm going to break it on accident. Rule number 2, no outside help. That means other people can't gift me things. I'm not going to be accepting any gifts or donations or anything. If people mail me things, I'm not going to take it. So don't mail me stuff to my character. I don't want it. So no help that way. Also, I have to do it in a way that is guaranteed to be available to people watching in the future. So no event ships. I can get the event ships. I'm going to get the 10-year anniversary ship, but I'm not allowed to use it for the 100,000 DPS parse. So I can get the ship, I can use it. I can use the Admiralty token, I can use it to go do grinding and do patrols and stuff, but I'm not allowed to use it for the actual end goal. Same thing if I happen to get lucky and pull an Epic Phoenix token, happy problem, right? Maybe the only time I wouldn't want that. I could take the ship, but I'm not allowed to use it for parsing, or not the official parsing for the challenge anyway. So in terms of the challenge rules, I'm only allowed to use a fleet ship that I purchased with fleet ship modules I got from the reputation system, or the level 61 ship, which is what I'm in right now, upgraded with an upgrade token that I purchased from the exchange, or got through the Dilex or something like that. So those are the only two kinds of ships that I'm allowed to use. If I get those other ships, that's fine, but I'm not allowed to use them for the challenge. And of course, the last rule is just that I have to parse 100,000 on an ISA, and it has to be a pug. It can't be a coordinated group effort. I was never going to do that anyway. I just wanted to make it clear that that is one of the rules I've set for myself. So if anyone out there is watching who wants to do a similar challenge, you could borrow this rule set, or maybe modify it or make your own. I don't know. But now that we got that out of the way, those are the formal rules that I've set for myself for this challenge. Everything else goes pretty much. I can't think of anything else. But I have a lot to talk about. So I did hit level 65. How did I do it in just 1 week? That is a hell of a lot of leveling. I know it is because I did it. Well, it turns out that Argala gives a lot of experience. In fact, it gives nearly a full level of experience every time you do it while you're leveling. It only gave me these 2 bars after I hit level 65, so it definitely gives you way more relative to what you need to get a level while you're still leveling. And you can do it every 30 minutes. So I had a cycle going where basically I would do Argala, then I would do Azal, a blockade runner, and then I would come down and do Preying Upon the Weak, and then Unity. And then by the time that was done, that would be about 30 minutes, and I would just do it over again. I just did those 4 queues over and over and over again. I did about 10 missions in order to get mission rewards, and I did some TFOs and stuff. I did Gateway to Grethor in order to get the Endeavor today and stuff like that. So I did a few other things, but mostly it was just those 4 queues over and over and over again. And you know what? It wasn't nearly as boring as you might think. Those are really action-packed queues where you're just go, 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 blowing stuff up. And the space combat, to me, is one of the most fun parts of the game, so I didn't mind it. I actually had fun doing it. It wasn't boring or anything. And also, this character is super weak in terms of ground, so even if I wanted to, vary it up and do more ground content, it wouldn't have been as easy or as fun for me. So that's how I got leveled up, which leveling up means I got skill points. So let's take a look at my skill tree. and I'm not 100% happy with it. I think there's a few points I probably should have put somewhere else, but I knew that I was going for an energy weapon build only, so no torpedo points, but I got all the points into energy weapon training, and then all the points into accuracy, defense, crit chance, crit severity, armor and shield pen, all the coordination protocols, and then I got 2 points each in tactical readiness and improved engineering readiness, and we'll talk about that a little bit later when I go over the rest of my build. I got only 3 points in science, or do I have 4? No, just 3. It just looks like there's a little bit sticking out there. For the long-range targeting sensors, that's definitely something everyone needs. I maxed out hull capacity and hull restoration. I don't know if that was necessary. 2 points into impulse, 2 points into EPS. All of the resistances, those are really important. I'm flying a bird of prey, so I die super easy. And if you didn't know, if you don't have a tier 5U or tier 6 ship, the hull doesn't scale with your level past level 50. So I'm extremely squishy, not just because I'm flying a raider and they have an inherently low amount of hull, but I don't get any hull scaling. So my hull is just crazy low and it's very easy for me to die. These 2 points into power, I don't know about these, but they do give a total of 7.8 weapon power plus 3 engine power, and weapon power is pretty important, so I did do that. But maybe I'll change it someday, but this is my skill tree for now. The ground tree, I don't know, whatever. I'm not really that concerned on the ground tree. Intel primary, but I have no points into it. I did get 15 points because from 50 to 65 I got 15, and I put all those into strategist, so that's maxed out. We'll talk about that more. I got it's very, very good because diversionary tactics is good, and then this is one of the better free specialization traits you can get, unconventional tactics, so we're definitely going to be taking advantage of that. And then let's see, reputations. I have access to reputations, but I guess we'll look at the traits really quickly here. I got cannon weapon training, techie for hull restoration and damage control, innocuous just to get some threat off of us because we're super, super squishy, and any crit severity is going to be good. We got crit chance and crit severity from operative. We got beam training because we do have an Omni. We got impact defense specialist because kinetic damage really, really is a problem, especially at this stage. Fleet coordinator, staple, accuracy, and then of course grace under fire to help us get more than one use out of miraculous repairs. Down here we got unconventional tactics because we maxed out strategist, and then these two were just dirt cheap, so I went ahead and bought them off the exchange. The nano infestation I don't think is going to be worth anything. You have to use a bridge officer control ability to trigger it, and I'm not going to have EPG, so I'm guessing I wish I hadn't bought it. I bought it because it was cheap, but I wish I hadn't. We're not going to be able to take any advantage of it. I do want to eventually get pilfered power once I get some more energy credits, because that's going to allow us to get some firing cycle haste. So at some point we'll take off science team and replace it with tractor beam so we can use it to trigger pilfered power once I get that. And then maybe this will be okay in that context. But I do need to get... I wanted to get the best defense, but I'd have to do a mission, and I haven't done that yet. Stations, we've got Commander, Tactical. The nice thing about the reason why I picked the Raider is because it's all universal seats, and usually the seating on these ships are really bad. They're really stacked with one type of career, and it makes it hard to do a good build. So I picked the Raider so I could get the bridge officer seating I wanted. Commander Tactical, we got Cannon Scatter Volley 3, Attack Pattern Beta 2, Beam Overload 2 for the Omni, TAC Team 1, and then we got 2 engineering seats. We got Emergency Power to Weapons 3, Aux to Bat 1, Engineering Team 1, Aux to Bat 1, and Emergency Power to Engines 1. I don't have the Con Officer yet because I have enough to buy some Phoenix boxes, but I'm saving my first real bit of dilithium to get leveled up in the fleet so I can get the fleet deflector and warp core. So I could get that now and maybe upgrade some stuff, but I'm holding off on that. But I do have some DOFs, some technicians that I was able to get with energy credits, so we'll take a look at that a little bit. Hazard Emitters 2 and Science Team 1. And then if we look at the reputation system, I have all of them have had one go because I hit level 50 yesterday, so I was able to put them in yesterday. And something I forgot is that they don't all go to tier 1 after one day. So even though they all had one daily completed, only Omega, Nukara, and Iconian went to tier 1, and the rest are all going to take a second day. Like you can see, it's only half filled. So I'm not sure. I don't know if these three are the oldest ones. I don't think so, because New Romulus should be older than Iconian. I have no idea what the deal is with that, or if there's some randomness involved. I really don't know. It's been a while since I had to level these up from the beginning, so I have no idea what's going on with that. But one nice thing about getting Omega to tier 1 in one day is that I was able to get the assimilated module. That's right, I already have the assimilated module, so that's pretty nice. The other thing we could talk about is Admiralty. I was able to start doing that, and even though there's a bug where you don't get experience, which sucks, especially sucks for the alts, which I'm doing the Admiralty on, I can still do the tour of duty, and I still get credit for that and get the experience and everything, like the character experience, but I'm not getting the experience for these campaign levels, which is important because when you get to level 5 in these campaigns, you get 20,000 dill. So that would be 20,000 dill for the Klingon and the Ferengi. That's an important stopgap on these new accounts before you can get your 10 out of 10 tour of the galaxy to get tour duty. I mean, to get that 30k. So that stinks. That's going to delay dilithium farming on this account even more than it already is. It's going to make it even slower to start. But you can see the Klingon one is 0 out of 10, but the Ferengi one is 1 out of 10. So I'm working on that. It's going to take a while to get more of these slots opened up, but I do have Admiralty available. And I am going to do a video for sure talking about how to do all this dilithium farming with alts and everything like that. So I think that's a big enough topic that it needs to be its own video. So that's going to be something I'm going to focus on for next week. Okay, what else do I have on my list here? The build, we already went over the build. So you've pretty much seen everything. I got to level 65. I showed you how I did it. I went over the ground rules for the challenge, formalizing them. We talked about my skill tree, my specializations. I guess I didn't show you my gear yet. Let's take a look at that. I have 40,000 refined dill and 155,000 energy credit. I did do Tour of the Galaxy 7 times and used that to get got me a few million energy credits. I figured out how to get energy credits from the Jim Hadar alts over to my main character. Basically, I just replicate a bunch of small hypo sprays and put them on the exchange for like 500,000 each, and then go over to the alts and then go on the exchange and buy them. So that is a way to move energy credits around if you don't have an account bank. So I concentrated about 3 million onto this character and used it to get some duty officers. So on my active duty officers, I do have 2 blues and a green. I couldn't afford a third blue. That's why I have the 2 points in tactical readiness and 2 points in engineering readiness, especially the engineering readiness, because that helps both copies of Ox to Bat trigger each other faster because it's a symbiotic thing. They reduce the cooldown of each other, so that really helps a lot. Let's go ahead and take a look at our actual ship, though. Here she is, the Burrell Bird of Prey retrofit, tier 5 from my level 61 token. We've got 4 aft weapons, 2 rear, an experimental weapon, and I'm still using that Cabal. The Cabali stuff was a huge mistake. Normally when you get mission gear, it will let you upgrade it for free, but it doesn't seem to apply to the Cabali gear. I haven't tried it since I hit level 65, but all the way until now it would not let me have any free upgrades, which is awful, but I'm not really doing anything about it for now because my very first fleet purchase is going to be a colony deflector. So I'm just going to stick with this one for now. It's not going to be the end of the world. It's going to get replaced. It's pretty much top priority is getting that colony deflector, so I'm okay with just letting it sit there for now. And then I have the two-piece Bajoran impulse engine and shields, and these are going to take the longest to replace, so I'm probably going to have these for a while. But they do have one really nice thing, which is that they have a two-piece bonus that gives disruptor damage, so that's really good. And then I have the preeminent warp core, because there's actually not a lot of warp cores from missions, and I figured this one would be better than the temporarily charged warp core from Butterfly, so I went with this one instead. And I probably could get the deflector two-piece. It would give me 50 kinetic damage resistance, but I don't want to do the mission again, and I'm going to replace the deflector soon anyway. And the ship just comes with the bug zapper, so that's what I got. These weapons are actually pretty cheap on the exchange. They're only about 10k each, so it was super cheap to get these. They're not good, of course, but they are Mark 12, and they, all have a mod on them, and that was much better than what I was using up until now. So I got 4 dual cannons with a damage mod, Mark 12, a turret, Mark 12 with a damage mod, still doing the two-piece Martok, still have the reinforced armaments from Into the Nexus. I just picked this up. All the rest of the consoles, this I just dropped in Argala, so I equipped it. Neutronium, give me some damage resistance. I have my assimilated module, which I'm proud of to have after only 1 week, which of course is crit chance, severity, weapon power. Very good console, very, very good console. I still use it even on my most high-end builds. Nausicaan energy siphon capacitor gives some power transfer rate and disruptor damage, and then these just also dropped in Argala at various different points. So that's why they're all different mark levels, because just whenever one dropped, I equipped it. So I've got a Mark 12, I got a green Mark 8, and I've got a green Mark 10, so it's whatever I could get. And then this is just some random thing, and I just thought it would be better to have that instead of having nothing. So this is it. This is the build. I do have batteries. I don't have the ability to craft them other than on my alts, so I did buy these off the exchange. They were pretty pricey, about 100k a stack. So I'm looking forward to getting to the point where I can craft those myself. I am working on getting these leveled up so that I can craft my own batteries. But for now, I had to buy these. But it wasn't too bad. I had the energy credits, so it's not that big of a deal. So I have a stack of energy amplifiers and a stack of targeting locks. And now that we've talked about all of that, let's go do an ISA and get a parse. I did do a parse yesterday when I was level 50, and it was an ISA. I made sure it was an ISA and not an ISN, and I got 11k. So let's see if we can do better than that. So let's get a combat log going. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and go give that a try. Make sure everything is set up nicely here. And I guess we should talk about the strategy, especially for being an engineer. So what perks does an engineer have? Well, not many, but weapon power is a final damage multiplier, so keeping that up is important, and being able to go up to 150 instead of 125 is also important. We're baseline 125 right now, probably a little bit over, but it caps at 125. So using EPS power transfer and Nadion inversion together, which gives minus 115% weapon power cost, on top of raising the cap to 150 and giving us the power to fill it, gives us a bigger final damage multiplier. Plus they added this ability, intrusive energy redirection. It's like a point blank AoE siphon thing where based on the number of targets that it hits, it gives you some bonus weapon damage, and that's Cat 2, so that's really nice. Then we have unconventional tactics, which is our trait from strategist. So every time we click brace for impact, we get a 15% Cat 2 bonus. Plus we've got diversionary tactics, which when we use that, and it can affect up to 10 foes in front of us, we can get 3% bonus all damage per affected foe. That's Cat 2 damage, so that's nice. The energy amps give us 20% Cat 2 damage for 20 seconds. And then one thing I thought was pretty cool, that dirt cheap trait. It's a really, really cheap starship trait, and probably no one would use or no one wants. That's why it's so cheap. But if you look at diversionary tactics, what it does is, while not threatening, placates foes within 10 kilometers and generate 50% less threat. That's an effect that's really good on its own, but the placate really interested me, because if you look at this trait, it says on cloak, self, or placate enemy, repair 33% of your ship's hull over 10 seconds, and then you get some bridge officer cooldown reduction. We already have cooldown reduction, so that's not as important, but I think it's really nice I'm hoping that will synergize. I haven't tested it yet, but I'm hoping that when we pop this, it will also give us a heal, and survival is super difficult for us right now, so I'm thinking that that's going to be a nice synergy that we're going to be able to have. That trait was like 80,000 EC. It is so cheap, so I just picked it up. Okay, no more talking. I'm going to edit, so I'm going to see you in the ISA right now. Okay, this is it. There's no mercy now. We're level 65. Kid gloves are off. This is advanced. You can tell because of the 3 cubes. This is go time. We're at the big show. I don't expect a lot. I expect we're going to die. But this is it. We made it to the big show. So let's see what we can do. I was able to get 2 endeavors done. So we could take just a real quick look at that. I got crit chance and max shield. So that's pretty nice. I'm able to do it on this character after he hit level 60, but before that I was doing it on the, I had to do it on the Jim Hadar. Go, fool. Let's pop a battery here. I don't know like the best place to use all the abilities. We already had to pop, we already had to use, miraculous repairs. We're in. This is not good. This is really, really not good. Oh man, this is really brutal. I have a bad feeling. We're so slow. We're gonna lose so much DPS just from being so slow. We're moving at a snail's pace. Get this generator. The DPS in this group seems pretty bad, and I realize that I'm not contributing much to that, but oh man. Let's just pop things here. Gotta keep an eye on our health. Are we flanking? We should be flanking. Oh, come on. We have all these spheres. I'm afraid people just aren't gonna kill them, so I don't know. But we're getting lots of nice damage on them there. Okay, well, we were able to do that. That's not bad. Let's get over here to this side. Sorry if I'm not too talkative. I don't really know what to say. Oh man, I'm struggling to even kill one generator. This is... Okay, let's pop our placate, our brace for impact. Energy amp. This is the part where I always feel the most vulnerable, even on like a good build. So am I tractor beam? What's going on here? Oh no. No. Rack the spares. We did get fleet support off. It's not nothing. I mean, it's not something either, but come on, get these generators. I don't know if we're gonna make optionals. I just want to live through this, to be honest. If we're being completely honest, I just want to live through this. And I don't know that we're gonna be able to. Oh my god. Oh my god. batteries. This. Come on, come on, come on, come on. We're flanking. That's good. That's one nice thing about the Raider is that we do get flanking damage. Brace for impact. Get some bonus damage. Let's go, 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 go. Yes. Let's turn around here. No speed. No speed at all. Alright, let's try to flank the gateway. I think we're going to die on the gateway. I'm not... Yeah, we're dead here. This was dumb. We shouldn't have come over here. There's no chance to survive this. We need someone else to take the threat over here. Okay. Well, we died. That's bad. Let's get back over to the... Go ahead and... May as well pop batteries and stuff on this. Doesn't really make much difference between this and the attack cube. Let's start getting turned around to the attack cube. Oh. Oh, brace for impact, get that bonus damage. Battery's about to come off cooldown. Get some extra crit chance for accuracy overflow, maybe. We are flanking, that's good. I can see that we're getting flank damage. What is my guess for this parse? I don't know. Let's say 15k. Let's take a guess. Maybe 15k. Let's say that. I don't know what it's actually going to be. We'll see. And boom, we only died once. I'm actually kind of proud of that. If I'm really being honest, I'm proud of the fact that we only died once. That ain't bad. Okay, let's go look at the parse. Wow! We did 25k, guys! Holy crap! I can't believe that. That is amazing. We did 25k. At an 18% crit chance. A max one hit of 137. That is either the Omni or it's the fleet support. It's one of those. Probably the fleet support, but we'll check and see. 25k DPS, not bad. Not bad. Take a look at what color we are here. We're purple here, so pretty consistent. Was never really any big spikes, I don't think. Let's take a look. Let's just check for us here. Were there any big spikes anywhere? There's a spike near the end that was about 150k. That's pretty amazing. Alright, let's take a look at the individual player log. So, cannons up front did about 9k. Pets did 6.5. That's obviously fleet support. The cannons without scatter volley did another 5. So, it's about 14 total for the cannons. Where's that one hit at? Pets. The pets. It was the pets. Okay. Yeah, here we go. Here's the fleet support. Had a max one hit of 137. I want to see how much healing we got from that trait. Healing from concealed repairs. 231 HPS. I guess that's pretty good. Let's compare that to, say, engineering team. Wow! Wow! Engineering team only did 153. So concealed repairs gave us 231. That's really good. Wow, that's a really good combo. That worked out way better than I thought. Well, there's some advice for you. If you want to take away from this video, if you're on a dirt poor budget, and you're using strategist secondary, which you should be, yeah, that's not bad. I'm impressed by that. That's good. That is pretty good. Wow. Okay, well, there you have it, guys. Episode 2, we pulled 25k. Yes. Feeling good. I can't wait to see what we're going to be able to achieve next week. So thanks for watching. I hope you guys have a great day. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.